gonna notch it. There's a ramp, that ramp side that's a 1/2 inch. That's the offset. So there's the ramp side. I want the whole ramp to basically stick outside the frame. There I'm measuring it for length. I measured my opening. My opening was a little bit under, so I'm gonna cut the threshold a little bit under so I don't scrape up the paint when I'm putting it in. A lot of thresholds come long, like a 1/2 inch long, so you can trim them. This brand, they come like, if it's a 72 inch threshold, it comes as 72 inches. So I just made my mark for the length, and now I'm marking the 5/8 stop. That's going to be the notch. So when I'm all said and done, that ramp is going to stick outside the door and give my sweeps on the outside something solid to seal to. Yeah. Why are you making a threshold video, guy? It's pretty simple. I don't know. I don't know. I got some time on my hands, I guess, apparently. Alright, I'm opening the smoke seal because I want that piece of cardboard. I like to put a piece of cardboard between the jigsaw and the threshold just to make sure I'm not marking it up. Probably need to replace the bottom of the jigsaw or, you know, something like that. But got some silicone lube, and I'm gonna cut my notch. Hey, it was almost straight. Finish cutting it to length. And then flip it over, do it again. One thing I like about these, one thing I do really like about this brand of threshold is that they don't come with the mounting holes already pre-done. You get to decide where those go, and that lets you make sure you put those holes where you got concrete, not right in the expansion joint, which sometimes happens. So here we're doing a dry fit. We're gonna dry fit that baby, and it fit nice. These exterior doors have a bottom latch. They're a cable panic, and they have a bottom latch. So I'm gonna drill us a little hole for those bottom latches to go into. I'm gonna do that on both sides. This is a good time to do that while it's down here. This on this side, that panic was a little sticky, not wanting to exactly drop when it was supposed to, and it's dropped there. So yeah, but anyway, got it marked. Hey, I have sunglasses in the way. Sometimes, yeah, I wasn't gonna say that. You know, my future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. It's a saying you'll hear if you're old. Okay. And what are we gonna do now? We're gonna drill those holes. Man, if you were still here, you're a trooper. You're a trooper. I was bored doing this in real time. Imagine in after the fact. Okay, I'm gonna step those out. Stepping them out. I think I stepped them out to like 5/8 maybe, just enough for that bottom latch to fall in there. So I got the holes drilled. I'm marking the middle. I'm just gonna give myself a hole on each edge, 3 inches in on each edge, and I'm gonna give myself a hole in the middle, and then I'm gonna give myself a hole split between those two holes. So basically right in the middle of the doorway for each individual door, then one right in the middle of the threshold, then 2 on each end. And you can put more too. But when you see the caulking we used to seal it down, that stuff's super strong. And at the end of the day, it's that caulking that's gonna hold that threshold down and keep it there. Even if you were to take those screws out, that thing's not going anywhere. And here I'm going to pre-drill each of these holes I marked with an 1/8 inch bit. I'm putting the hole right in the groove that's there. You don't have to, I guess. I don't know why I do that, but and then I'm gonna flip it over and drill them the rest of the way with the 1/4-inch bit from the back side, just because when you try to drill that larger hole in the groove, that bit will want to walk away, and it usually will mess up the threshold, make it look bad. So so now I got those 5 holes drilled, and I'm going to countersink them for the screws. And this is the countersink I had on top of the cart. It's a little small, but it worked. So we're going to countersink those bad boys, and then we're almost ready to drill the threshold, drill the concrete for mounting it. So let's put her back in. Alrighty, we can drill those holes into the concrete. Try to put some hearing protection in. When you get older, hearing gets worse, your eyesight gets worse. What's up with that, man? Be like, I should have been wearing earplugs a long time ago. You live and you learn, hopefully. There's a lot more commentary in this video right now. I think maybe because it's just a threshold video, so your mind can kind of wander, especially when you're installing it. You know, your mind will wander. You're doing it all day. Alright, what's next? I'm going to clean up the thing, clean up the opening, and then I'm going to put the anchors in, and then I'm going to, we call those green weenies. I'm sure they have a technical term I should learn, but yeah. You know, sometimes those thresholds are supplied with really special anchors. You're going to want to use those. Use the supplied anchors when you can, you know. These didn't come with anything special. So now I'm going to take this caulking. I'm going to take two tubes, and then we're going to try to make sure no water is ever going to come underneath this threshold. Grabbing screws. I guess these are the parts you should edit out when you're making a video. It's okay. So we'll go make us a nice little water dam, okay? Stop that water from coming in underneath that threshold. So nice bead all the way across. Imagine somebody coming behind you trying to spray a hose underneath that threshold, see if they can get any water in. The only way water's coming in here is going to be over the top of the threshold, okay? That's the only way. Nothing's coming in underneath. We're going to make sure of that. And then now I got that line. I'm going to give myself these little dollops every once in a while, every here and there. They'll help act as little suction cups to pull that threshold down. And you'll see that when I put it down, I'm going to screw it in. And I'll see a lot of thresholds with the edges flared up. And earlier in the video, I kind of knocked the concrete down a little bit if it was up. You got to make sure the concrete's flat. I'm just doing little light taps because you'll see that threshold move down. Even after you have that screw in, you put a little bit more pressure and it moves. And we want it to lay really flat, because the flatter it lays, the better those sweeps are going to seal all the way across. You can see I got some caulking coming out the back side. It was a little bit too close to the back edge, but that's okay. Looking pretty flat. I'm pushing on it. It's not moving. And now I'm going to take a little putty knife. What do I have? How about a glazing bar? I got a little glazing bar. I'm going to just grab the excess caulking that's come out and put it somewhere. Hey man, this video is almost over. We just installed a threshold. Thank you so much. I'm going to do some beauty caulk on those edges, even though the cuts look pretty good. Make it look even a little bit nicer.